A few months ago, I was standing with a few friends of mine in campus, and one of those friends asked me, "Bro, I get bored while scrolling on social media, and so what do I do instead of scrolling on social media?" And he knows about all these self improvement habits that I do, and so he knows about everything I do in my life. And so I asked him, "Bro, why don't you learn any skill?" And he told me, like, "Bro, I'm learning coding for my brother, and that takes only around 2 hours every single day. And so what do I do for the rest of the day?" And so I got to thinking, bro, what is the solution to this guy's problem? And bro, I'm the type of person who never runs out of energy. Like, I'm always doing something in my day. Like, my mother literally calls me a restless bone. She calls me this because I never rest according to her. She says that you are always doing something. And so bro, this is how you find your ambition and you become an ambitious Muslim in just 3 simple steps. Just 3. First of all, you need to know, bro, that ambition is all about energy. Ambition is about taking energy from one place and then using it at another place so that you can accelerate in that place. A typical example for this is that a skinny or a fat guy who has been called skinny or fat for the entirety of his life as long as he can remember, and so he takes all of that negative energy from all the people, all of that hatred from all the people, and then he joins the gym and then he starts working and he tells them, I'll show you what I'm capable of. But bro, if you're a Muslim and if you have never been through this, so what do? So bro, you want to do something for the Muslims in the entire world, you take all the pain that they are going through and then you use it for something positive. But bro, be warned that this will have very severe effects on your mental health. So you must do the mental health habits as well, like touching grass, getting sunlight, exercising, meditating, reading books, like spending time with people in like real life and talking with people in real life. And we know that having bad mental health can be very bad for all other areas of your life as well, because bro, they say that mental health is the only problem in your life. So bro, how do you specifically do this? Like, how do you take all of that negative energy and all of that pain and you use it for something positive? You go from specific to general. So this means that you just take one particular case that really arises the emotions in you and that really makes you feel like, damn bro, I cannot take this anymore. So you just take that one particular case and then you focus all of your energy and all of your mind, and you think constantly about that one particular case, and you keep thinking about that one particular case, and then when you feel all of those emotions, all of that energy rising in you because of that one particular case, you add on the magnification and then you say 38,000 such cases. You don't say 38,000, you say one particular case and 38,000 cases of such. Because bro, we human beings are emotional beings. Like bro, as much as you and I want to think that we are logic and we operate logically, bro, we don't. We are like emotional beings, and so 90% of all of the things we do in our life are because of our emotions, not because of our logic. Like bro, so bro, what we want to do is we want to arise the emotions in ourselves, and how we do that is that we focus on one particular case, and then when we really feel ourselves feeling that energy, feeling all those emotions in ourselves arise, because bro, that will build that human connection. Because bro, when you say 38,000, it's just a digit, it's just a fact, and bro, facts don't move us, emotions do. But when you say one particular case that went through all of this, and then you add on the magnification, that 38,000 such cases, that's the final spice, you can say. So what you do is you take all of that negative energy and all of that pain that they are going through, and then you take it, you bring it in your life by focusing on one particular case and then magnifying it to 38,000 or whatever the number is by now, and then you use all of that negative energy and all of that pain to build any particular area of your life. But bro, before you do any of this, you need to find a direction, you need to find somewhere that you want to put this energy in. Like you just can't use this energy in any area of your life. Like you need a particular area of your life where you can outlet this energy. So for this, you need to find your purpose. And bro, if you want to find your purpose, just ask yourself this simple question: what is the current constraint of my life? Whatever the constraint is, if it's your physique, if it's your mental health, if it's your grades, if it's your finances, then just focus on that one thing. Like currently, for me, it's finances. So I'm just focusing on finances by uploading like 3 videos every single week, or sometimes even 2 videos. So bro, you need to understand that purpose is the destination. Purpose is the place where you want to go, and ambition is the fuel. Ambition is the fuel which you put in your car that will take you to the place where you want to go. So bro, ambition and purpose are very interconnected. So if you want to be an ambitious Muslim, you first need to find your purpose. So how do you find your purpose? I already told you. Because bro, when you don't have any particular purpose, when you don't have a specific purpose in your mind that you are currently working towards, you are just working towards every single area of your life. And when you are working towards every single area of your life, you are not making progress in any one of those areas. So what you want to do is you want to take one area of your life, and then you want to put all of that negative energy in that area of your life. When that area is built, you then take all of that negative energy and then you put it in another area of your life. Because bro, they say, give an ambitious man 100 years and he'll conquer the world. Give an unambitious man 100 years and he will build 10 houses. And then bro, when you have found your purpose, you reverse engineer from that particular destination. So you want to go there, then you reverse engineer from that destination, and then in this way you set monthly goals. And then when you have set monthly goals, you 10 times those goals. Because bro, most of us set the goals that we already think that we can achieve. So a typical example is that if I think that I can get around 92% in my exams, then I will set a goal of getting 93%. But bro, that's not the purpose of setting goals, because goals are supposed to rise the energy. Goals are supposed to make the effort rise. But when you set a goal that you already think that you can achieve, the effort does not rise. So this means that you set a goal of getting 97%, and even if you don't get 97%, and even if you just get like 95 or 96%, that's still worth it. Because bro, previously you thought that you can just get 93% and you were happy with that percentage. But then when you made the goal 10 times, you raised the goal, the effort automatically rises. Like bro, the goal should be so high that when you look at that goal, you get the thought that I don't know how to achieve this goal. How the hell am I going to achieve this goal? And then when you have set monthly goals, start viewing them the first thing in the morning after praying your Fajr prayer. So what you do is you wake up, you pray your prayer, and then you look at your goal. Because bro, they say that morning set the tone for the rest of the day. So most people look at social media first thing in the morning, and so they spend most of their time on social media. But if you start viewing your goals first thing in the morning, you will spend most of your time working towards your goals. And bro, another benefit is that when you start viewing your goals first thing in the morning, because bro, in the morning your mind is very sharp, and so automatically like ways will start to come in your mind how to achieve this goal, how to get to this goal, how to get to where you want to go. So this is your complete plan of action. First, find your purpose by asking yourself, what is the current constraint of your life? Then reverse engineer from that purpose, and then set monthly goals. And then when you have set monthly goals, 10 times them and view them first thing in the morning. And then use all of that negative energy and all of that pain while doing the mental health good habits. Because we don't want our mental health to get worse. And so bro, do good, and I'll see you in Jannah.